The main thing I was curious about is how many individual water features are there on this property?
So there's the main pond, the micro pond at the top, now the urns, there's 3 in the back, and then you have the bubbling rock in the front. That was our first small project, and then the sphere on the walkway.
But that is the original water feature here at the residence. A simple bubbling rock. It went from there, six or so features, I would say.
Wow, that's crazy.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
It was
Absolutely awesome.
really a masterful job. Yeah, to watch the team, basically drop ritualistically 2 trailer loads of boulders in the front yard, and then one at a time build a work of art.
So we're at Dan Chester's house in Warwick, New York, a longtime client of ours, and we're getting ready to get started here. We're just unloading the machines this morning. Ralphie's getting the MT100. We got Aaron and Jose here detaching the small excavator. And last but not least, we got the barbecue, because you know we love barbecuing and boulders. All right, let's head into the backyard and see what this project has in store for us today. The house is under a lot of renovations here. The general contractor has gotten the front yard and the side yard nice and level, but we have a huge drop off back here. And this is the site for the stacked slate urns. Elevation is gonna be risen, something like this in this area, and terraced down. 3 stacked slate urns, a large and 2 mediums, will be viewable from the new guest room windows. This waterfall that's in front of me that's not running right now, that we built about 7 years ago. There's a biofall right in there, and we're gonna start off this morning by removing this old air conditioner, some of the rubble, and Raphael is gonna start by digging out this biofall. Ralphie's just stacking up some aqua blocks behind us, and he's working on putting the fountain together. It's a large stacked slate urn, and we're just trying to see what height it's gonna look like from here, as well from inside those 3 windows behind me. Hey Ralphie, let's go inside and take a look. There's the large stacked slate urn outside the windows. Me and Ralphie just decided that we should raise that stacked slate urn up. We came up with a great plan. We're gonna take some large boulders, place them on the pondless basin that we're gonna install, and then what we'll do is actually make a raised area with another aqua block for that fountain and the other ones to sit on. Can't wait to see how this turns out. So on this project's boulders and barbecues, we're gonna be cooking a good American favorite. Hot dogs and hamburgers, simple, quick lunch, but we always have a fun time doing it. Even our clients get to enjoy our barbecue lunch. We got a lot going on day 2 here. Ralphie's extending the old hose from the old waterfall and bringing it a little longer because we're gonna be extending the one waterfall. And Aaron and Jose are here tucking the underliner fabric and gonna stick in a new piece of liner. We also picked a whole bunch of beautiful rocks for a nice 3-foot high drop on the waterfall. Great new addition. Check out that seat, pretty awesome. With a beautiful view of the pond and the pool. We call this rock furniture by the Rock Whisperer. Right now we're using the excavator bucket and tooth to hold this rock in place so we can put gravel down in between here. So this rock sits straight up like that. And that's the back of our seat. So we want to have that as a nice 90-degree angle almost. And we're starting to work on the other waterfall that is attached to this 6x9 micro pond. We will pull back the rubber liner and start the waterfall up over here, making it blend into the waterfall on the left-hand side and making it all look like one.
I'm stacking bluestone over here, so we can hide that gap over here in between the waterfall.
And Raphael, what do you got going on up here with Jose?
I gotta put on level the first waterfall to make sure all the water come nice in shape, a nice level.
Awesome. Once we finish this stuff up, then we get to move on to that upper area right there. We have some 3/4 stone already on site to backfill and get the elevation of the fountain basin in. It's gonna look like a world of difference by tomorrow afternoon. So on this episode of Boulders and Barbecue, we have a special Taco Tuesday here at Dan Chester's house, and I'm sure he's gonna come out and enjoy some of them with us. We have shrimp tacos. So it's a quick and easy one. Make it up in a pan beforehand at home, bring it in, stick it on the grill for 20 minutes, and heat up some tortillas and you're ready to go. So Dan, what do you think about the tacos?
They're okay. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for doing everything you're doing, and it's nice to have lunch here with all the guys.
Hey Ralphie, how are the tacos today?
Beautiful. Thank you, Tim.
No, thank you guys. So this is the base for the fountain basin to sit on, and we're just digging out a little section over here just so we can move the aqua blocks over a little bit and keep one of the fountains perfectly centered in the window up above. Ralphie and Jose are just finishing the shoveling. Aaron has the 3/4 in the bucket over there. We are gonna lay down a piece of fabric first to keep the soil and the gravel separate, and then the gravel will go on top. So we got a little interesting of a technique here. Yesterday, Ralphie excavated the area up here and then put in a 6-inch layer of 3/4 inch crushed stone. We're so high up in elevation that as we were raising up, we didn't want to use soil because of settling. So he actually laid the 6 inches of 3/4 inch stone all in here where the basin's gonna go. And then you can see over there, right where he's standing and Aaron is, we dug out the 3/4 inch stone, threw in a piece of fabric, and then backfilled the hole with soil so we could dig it out and get a perfect shape for the pondless vault to sit there. That's what we'll be using here for the pump, is the pondless vault and aqua blocks, but this is actually a fountain setup. Stay tuned as we get all this liner folded up around the blocks and the liner in place. And we're gonna be doing this a little bit differently. We're gonna be wrapping the blocks like a burrito because we're not digging it down in the ground, and then backfilling outside with soil so it's ready for planting. Normally you'd be excavating the ground down roughly about 2 feet, putting your fabric, liner, fabric, and block in the hole, but this is a little different situation. That's why we laid that base down, because we wanted to have a solid base because it was disturbed earth and we didn't want much settling. So now's the time that we have to get the plumbing up through the center of these urns. We're gonna switch from flexible PVC to a hard PVC to do this. Regular old 2-inch PVC you'd get at Home Depot, Lowe's, or plumbing supply store. We're gonna actually run the plumbing right through the aqua block. So we're gonna drill a couple of holes, put an elbow, and run the pipe straight up through. We're gonna have 3 different pipes running from 3 urns, and they're gonna run into what's called a manifold, where we'll have ball valve control so we can control the flow of water to each one of these units. Aaron's over there strapping up the first big boulder. We're ready to start rocking this thing. So the urns are in place, the basin's filled, we've been working on the rock edging, and the guys are ready for some plantings. Ralphie's placing out the flowers. These are our wave petunia. We have white ones, and then up there he's placing pink ones. It's always important to place them in a nice grouping. Also, I like to place them in odd numbers. This is a nice triangular formation of 3, and Ralphie will do the same up above. So this is gonna be a really neat effect here. Aaron is placing a stone that's gonna turn into a waterfall. So when you look from down below, the waterfall box that's right in front of me here, the signature 2500 biofall, will be spilling a waterfall out here. But up above here where these urns are, Aaron's placing a spill rock. The one on the left is gonna be a frame boulder. There's another frame boulder you can't see behind them. But when this is complete, it's gonna look like the waterfall actually starts out from the urns, from down below. A really neat technique, 2 separate systems, but will look like one waterfall. So the guys tell me the moment has come that the triple stack slate urn fountain is ready to fire up. So we're super excited to see what this thing's gonna look like. So Ralphie's ready to plug in the fountains. Go ahead, Ralph. Wow, they look awesome.
They finished the addition. Tom and the crew came and basically designed and constructed the top pond there. And we rerouted the main stream here to the large pond and rerouted that into that hill. and also rerouted the micro pond, which only had a short elbow, went around the corner of the house, and went up the new part as well. So it looks like the urns are feeding the rest of the system.
Very cool.
Who came up with that idea, by the way?
I believe I did.
Oh, was it you? Oh, that's right.
If you had to pick one part of this that's your absolute favorite, what would you pick?
Really can't. I think for different reasons, each part of it, adds to the whole property.
You want to know my favorite part?
What's your favorite part, Tim?
I'm going to show you in a second. I figured this would be a cool little area off the walkway to make a cool little seat that you can sit down in, relax, enjoy the sound of the waterfall over here, and just take in the view of this beautiful backyard. Thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week for another awesome video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below.